Well, hello everybody. This is John Michael. It's the 26th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Today we hear about the rich man and Lazarus. Lazarus was the poor man. Rich man was a rich man. The rich man dies, goes into torment. Lazarus dies, goes into Abraham's bosom. And the rich man says, "Hey, I have 5 brothers. Send somebody from the dead and tell them how bad it is. And that'll be enough to convince them not to become like me." And Jesus says, if they didn't listen to Moses and the prophets, they won't even listen to somebody coming back from the dead. Now, this is an allusion to himself who will come back from the dead. And it also is about the communion of the saints. So here's the trick. If a person doesn't have faith in their heart, if they don't have a believing heart, even somebody coming back from the dead is not going to convince them. So even Jesus rising from the dead, they're not going to believe it. But the other thing is sometimes we put communion of the saints, we put our saints above Jesus. Well, guess what? The saints are not above Jesus. They come from Jesus and always point to Jesus. And so even somebody coming back and a saint coming and speaking to us, it will not really convince them of faith in Jesus Christ if they don't have that real encounter with Christ, that personal experience of Jesus Christ. They'll just have a religious experience that is spiritual with a saint. So are we really believing in the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and do we really have that a personal encounter with Jesus Christ? The Pope says, I invite every Christian at this very moment to a renewed personal encounter with Jesus Christ. Guess what? That's you and that's me and that's right now. When we have that, all of a sudden the saints come to life. We love the saints, but we don't worship the saints as God. They always point to Jesus, who is the Son of God. That's my prayer for you guys. You have this, you're going to have love and joy and peace, and that's my prayer for you. I love you. All things are possible with God.